Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about how it is, when you have like a bunch of work, but you're just like so behind on it and you're like, I need to get that done, I need to do that, but you're just not getting around to doing it. And I feel like that's something that all of us, whether you're in your GCSEs, your A-levels, or at uni, or just doing any kind of project, everyone feels it. And it's something that I've definitely, especially over this half term, have been feeling. And yeah, I think it's something that I'd like to talk to you guys about because I think it's something that we're all kind of relating, and I'm going to hopefully give you guys some solutions to your problem. So for me, the way that I see it is, imagine that you're like running a race and you're running and you're running and running. Not even a race, you're just running, and then there's this hurdle. And that hurdle is not going to move, that's not going to go forward, backward, whatever, it's going to stay there. And you need to be ready for that hurdle. You need to be ready to jump for that hurdle and go over it and really hopefully do well at that hurdle kind of thing. And obviously that hurdle is just a metaphor for exams. And that's the way that I kind of see it. The exams are going to be there. They're going to be right, and I need to be ready for those exams. They're not going to be pushed forward as much as I would love it to be. They're going to be there. They're going to be on that date at that time, and I got to be ready for that. And I think that's how it is for all of us, right? We have those, whether they're like end of year exams, actual GCSEs or A-levels, mock exams or end of topic tests. They're going to be there, and you've just got to make sure you have prepared yourself, done that revision, you know your stuff, and you go into that exam ready to just jump high and do really, really well. And I mean, it's easy for me to just sit here and say that kind of thing, but obviously it's the preparation that you do, beforehand that really makes the difference. And I think definitely this half term, it's been me kind of having a talk with myself and being like, look, you have exams in June, and the way that my sixth form runs things is that your A-levels are a 2-year course, so we do not take any AS levels at the end of year 12. All my main exams will be at the end of year 13. So, however, for universities, because we do need predicted grades, we will be doing exams in June. So they're still quite serious. Like these exams are gonna, these are the ones that we're taking to the universities and being like, please take me, look at my grades kind of thing. So they're very important still. And so, I'm kind of like, I'm in that process of coming up with ways. I'm like, how do I get myself motivated? How do I get myself to do things? And I think that's how a lot of us feel. And I think number one, something that really, really works for me is simply writing a list of things that you need to do. And whether that's on your phone, which I do, or if you have a whiteboard like me, I don't know if you can see, but behind me I have a whiteboard and basically I have a to-do list. And that for me is super, super helpful. On like, for example, if you have like any kind of smartphone, just go into your notes and make a to-do list. And it's so, so helpful because it's like you see that every day and you're like, I need to do that. And, even if you're someone who like pushes things back and like, oh, you can do that later, once you see that on your list, you're going to be like, I need to do that. It keeps coming up, you should get that done. And so in terms of like, rather than leaving things too late, and I do this often, there are some days I come back from school and I'm like, I'm going to do so much work today, I'm going to do this homework and this, and I'm going to read ahead, I'm going to be brilliant. And then it's 9 p.m. and I'm there like, what have I done today? I've just been on Twitter and Instagram, and like I've done a little bit of my homework, but it's like I've done the amount I could have done in half an hour, but it's taken me 2 hours because I've just been really slacking. And it's really annoying because especially when you've got that potential and that you don't have loads of time left, but you're just not in the right frame of mind. So what I would say, a list is definitely really helpful. So you just know you have it right there, what you need to do. And if you want to put a deadline on that, put a deadline on that. If that's something that helps you out, definitely do that. I know lots of people have coursework or they have essays. For me, I'm quite lucky. Maths, biology and chemistry, you don't have any of that. You just have exams and tests, which is, I don't know, some people say it's worse, some people say that's better. But I know for lots of my friends, for example, history and English, oh my gosh, the amount of like essays they have to write, so much. I suppose with a lot of like tech subjects, coursework is quite heavy, and it's just really just talking to yourself. Just look, talk to yourself and be like, look, you don't have much time left. You want to do as well as you can, to the best of your abilities, whether you're aiming for an A, a B, or a C, whatever you're aiming for. you know, you want to get to that. You want to really do as well as you can. And, you know, don't let yourself down. Don't slack at this time, and then when you get to the real exam, be like, oh, damn it, I should have worked harder earlier. You do not want that. You want to go into that exam saying, I've done all the prep I could have done. I started when I should have. I put in all the work, so let's just hope I do well. You know, that's what you kind of want. And so, yeah, just be nice to yourself now. Don't be mean and be lazy. Be nice to yourself. Do your work. Do like a, you know, a moderate amount at a constant like time. Like constantly do a moderate amount, and hopefully in the end it will pay off. And so, yeah, I think simply just have a talk with yourself and be like, you can talk to friends later, you can do this later. You know, obviously have a balance, but at the end of the day, those exams are not going to be going anywhere. They're going to be where they are, and you need to be ready for those exams. That's the way that I see it. And I know that's really serious, but for me, if I'm not serious, if I'm like, woo, whatever, exams, I'm not going to get anything done. If I'm serious with myself, I tend to get things done better. And I suppose my final thing, and this is something I'm trying to work on doing, and it's a little bit drastic, but for some people this needs, this is the only way of you doing any work, and it's me just turning off my social media, or just not using social media for about, you know, between the times of like 7 and 10 p.m, and just making that those hours just hours for me to really put in the work, put in the effort, and it really works, you know. If I don't use Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and whatnot, you know, it's, if I miss out on a bit of banter and whatnot, then oh well, you know that comes and goes. But my grades, my grades, I need to work on my grades, so let's work on them, kind of thing. So I know 7 to 10, whether you want to start that early and make it a 5 o'clock kind of thing, or you want to finish later, 11 o'clock kind of thing, completely up to you. But for me, it just really helps, just having set aside those hours where you just don't want to look at your phone, you don't want to look at your laptop. If you're someone who's like, you're going to keep checking it, if you want to delete the apps, you delete the apps. For me, in terms of like self-control and self-discipline, I would say I've got quite a lot of that. So if I tell myself I'm not going to use it, I won't use it. And so, even if my phone's there, I'm just going to be like, cool, what's the time? Done. Cool, continue doing my work. Continue. Have breaks if you want to. Then you can check it, But you just really want to make use of your time, be efficient, be productive, and you get things done, really. I know it's like really extreme, like, whoa, okay. But if you are someone like me who slacks a lot and gets quite lazy and enjoys talking to friends, and it's great to talk to friends, don't get me wrong, be social, but at the same time, you want to do well in those exams. You want to do well and just really do to the best of your ability. You don't want to get to the exam day and be like, feel underprepared, and that's a really terrible feeling. You want to be there being like, I've done all I can, it's all okay. So yeah, that is my video for this week. I hope that helps you guys, and best of luck with any like up and coming exams or exams in the future. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have other topics you'd like me to talk about, please do comment them down below, and subscribe to the Student Room's channel for lots and lots of awesome content surrounding like work and school and things like that. And also don't forget, I have my own YouTube channel, Bit of a Fangirl, where I just talk about lots and lots of random things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this channel and this video, and I shall see you sometime soon. Bye!